Welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. With us again is Ski of Deadly Blessing, of Faith Factor, of Obliterator, of a lot of projects. Hey Dave, why don't you start off with your questions for Ski?
So, do you really skate?
No, I've never skied. I never had the desire to try it, and people have asked me that quite often. Actually,
yeah. Well, it's the name.
Do you ski? I'm like, no, never skied. Nope. How about you? You ski?
No.
No.
Do you like the Steelers?
Love them. Love them. That's my team.
Okay, that's all I have.
That's
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Actually, I have posted on our Facebook page today that we're going to have you on, Ski from Deadly Blessing, and then one person, Johnny Skull, friend of mine. I don't even know if it was a question so much as a statement, but he said if you went to the Poconos and got locked in a cabin, would you realize that you'd be lodged Ski in Ski's lodge? I thought it was at least creative.
That's pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So let's get back to the music questions, shall we? I'm just going to go back to just a little bit of the Deadly Blessing thing, because Ascend from the Cauldron still gets rave reviews today. And I you know, searching out reviews and interviews and doing homework for this interview, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I wish I knew about them earlier. I can't find this album," this kind of thing. So I just wondered if you could talk about the challenges of having like a well-known album. Some people maybe didn't find it later, or still have trouble finding now.
Well, I know that
it was re-released.
It was re-released twice.
Right.
I think once in '93. And then I think in 2007, I think. Yeah, I think she's only pressed like 1,000 of each copy, and then you can go to the website and buy it from New Renaissance Records.
New Renaissance, right.
And I'm sure you could pick it up on eBay, even Amazon, too. You know, I mean, it's out there.
Sure.
But it's pretty rare. I don't know. We never got a count on what was pressed as far as cassettes and records and anything like that. She claims everything got burned up in the LA riots.
Oh,
and there's no records of
all Rodney King's fault, huh?
what was pressed.
You guys sold 1 million.
Yeah, we sold 1 million copies, and we just, you know.
How many do you think you sold? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. Ballpark maybe 10,000.
Right.
I'm just gonna ballpark.
Sure.
You know, but I have no idea. We there's no record. Everything burned up in a fire.
Yeah.
So we, you know. I actually talked to the guys about re-releasing it, getting it remixed and remastered and release it with some old demos or some live stuff.
Some bonus stuff.
Some bonus stuff, but the fact of the matter is she still owns... She's a lawyer now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That's not good for you guys.
We don't want to mess with a lawyer.
Yeah, sure.
But I was talking with Sean from Cage, and, you know, when we had played with him over here in Pennsylvania, and he said we had nothing to worry about. We could probably release it ourselves. I mean, we signed that contract back in 1987.
Sure.
I think.
Sure.
I'm sure that contract is...
might have even reverted back to you guys by this point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, everybody's just a little gun-shy on trying to do that. So.
Sure.
But when we went back over to Germany, they wanted the people who invested in us to go over there. We didn't pay a dime. Airfare,
nice.
Everything was paid. So they had to come up with an idea to make their money back.
Right.
Hence the second album, Eye to the Past, which I don't know if you guys ever got a copy of that. That was only 1,000, pressed 1,000 copies on Hellion Records.
The German label?
The German label.
Right.
And what it was some old demos of Deadly Blessing. And then when they got the new singer, Larry,
right.
some of the stuff with him, that's what's called Eye to the Past. There was a little bit of everything about Deadly Blessing. It was kind of cool.
Nice. Who's next?
Our parametal singer is Unix.
Nice. I like how you just went in there dry. No, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of the high-pitched metal scream, I was wondering if you would share maybe a moment when you broke out the high-pitched metal scream that wasn't while performing on stage.
Wow.
It's a leading question.
Another sex question.
It's not, well, it could be.
Is it juicy?
That's a juicy one, yeah. baby when I came out of my mom's womb, and the baby, and they hit you in the ass,
sure.
and I think I let out a big, big scream, man.
Well, I was just going to share a personal note. When I had worked a long time ago at the newspaper I worked at, and you would come in there once or twice a week, and me and my friend Jeremy were there, and we started talking. I was just like, he's a cool guy. He's into metal. I didn't realize you were a singer, Deadly Blessing, and all that stuff until one night. I believe it was like you were walking down the hallway leaving, and then there's just
great acoustics in there.
Yeah, there was, and there's a giant Halford scream out there. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I was like, wow, that dude's for real. That's it. That's all I was leading you to that story that no one knows except for me. Sorry about that.
All right, that's a good question.
So what are you doing right now?
Got a lot of things going on right now. Working with a studio project in Norway.
Okay.
Band's called Tomorrow's Outlook. Michael Kiesk from Halloween. Graham Bonnet from Alcatraz. Me.
Mike Gorham from Metal Rules.
Mike Gorham from Metal
Theme
Rules. Metal Rules theme song.
Yeah.
And good friend of mine. He used to sing for Without Warning, which was another great. I would say that they were probably the first technical, thrashy power metal band.
Yeah, a little prog
around here. What's the question? Oh,
what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
I'd love to.
That's Tomorrow's Outlook in Norway. That album's coming out on Battle God Records this year.
Nice.
Also, my old band back in the '90s, Altered State. We just got a licensing deal for a German record label called Death Rider Records.
Cool.
That's also coming out this year.
So what's the licensing deal? Are you gonna re-release some old stuff? Or
Yeah,
you doing
it's
some new stuff?
basically our old demo remixed, remastered, with some even older demo stuff that never got released.
Cool.
So it's going to be a 10-song CD.
Nice.
That's Death Rider Records. That's also coming out this year. They like to release it right before the big Keep It True festivals, which are in April.
That makes sense.
So it's right around the corner. What else? Right now, I'm just playing in a Juice Priest tribute band called Metal Gods, trying to keep my chops up until something good comes along that I might be interested in.
Yeah.
And that's probably about it for right now.
That's good stuff.
You feel like doing one of those screams right now?
No!
It's beautiful.
It's good. I didn't expect it. I thought you were going to say no. You guys have anything else?
Yeah, I have an important question. If you had to choose between Rob Halford and Bruce Dickinson, who would you pick to be your partner in a three-legged race?
Well, I'd probably have to go with Bruce Dickinson because he's more athletic.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I don't know.
Probably just falling asleep. 70 years old. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's getting up there.
Bruce
I
Dickinson
think
consents.
I think he's 60.
All right.
Bruce Dickinson's in serious shape.
Yeah, he's fit.
He's all running up and down
He's
the
the
thing.
fencer.
Yeah.
He's a soccer player.
Does like jumping jacks every day.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's out of control.
It's impressive.
No.
That's it. I don't have any other questions. Those
Why
are
is
all
it-
the important questions.
Why is there so few bands from South Jersey?
You mean successful bands?
Yeah.
There are lots of bands in South Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, South Jersey.
Not that I've heard of.
They don't get out of the basement.
Back when Cinderella was real big, there was a lot of bands around. One of the main reasons is there's really no place to play metal. So there's not many bands. I mean, there really isn't any bands. All the bands back in the 80s, they're all gone. Everybody's gone.
It's true. It makes a lot of sense because there's no venue for
There's
bands
no place
to play.
to play,
There's no fans
so there's
to
no
go.
sense of putting a band together.
Right. Well, if they put it together, they go and leave to go elsewhere where they can play shows. Sure.
Exactly. Like they'll go to North Jersey, New York, and Philadelphia.
Right.
You know,
And Philly's pretty hard still too.
Philly's
For
good.
being a big city.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
got to build up a scene around here.
You should work
We should
on
do it
that.
personally.
We'll make a note of that.
We should all get together and do
You're going to
that.
construct a place.
Build the
Yeah.
metal scene better.
The last of the scene was the Pirates Den, and then the Pennant, and then
It's kind of true.
they're gone.
Yeah.
Is Panic closed?
Yeah, they closed
Did
it.
they?
We played the last show there.
I didn't know the Panic
The
closed.
Metal Gods. We played there, man. Closed it up.
Faith
Yeah.
and Fear just played there, like, well, one of them.
Yeah.
Not just played
I
there.
didn't know
They
they
played there,
closed.
like,
Yeah, man.
right before
It's been
too.
yeah. There was an altercation in the parking lot. Guy got stabbed and
lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
Really? Wow.
Lawsuits ruin everything.
But the neighbors around the club were like waiting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure.
They were waiting for it. It was like a godsend for them, you know. I mean, could you imagine having a bar like that, and your house is right there? And,
Yeah.
You know, every weekend, you know, it's got to be kind of annoying.
I probably would have looked into that before I moved.
I probably would have moved.
Yeah.
It's, you know, let the club stay and move.
What's going on over here?
Right.
I guess the most. Do you have any? I'm sorry.
No, is that your question? What's going on over here?
No. That's not my
That's
question.
an important question.
There you
No,
go.
no, no.
I guess the most important question is, are you honored to appear on Metal Rules TV and why?
Yes! It's about time. I've been waiting 20 years.
Well,
I've never asked.
We didn't have the TV show.
Yeah, you didn't have the TV
It's
show.
only
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, come on. This has only been a couple months.
That's true.
You got in here pretty quickly.
I gotta
You're
get into
officially
the
the fourth guest.
Yes.
Pretty good.
Right, go.
You're the first power metal guest. How
Yes.
about that?
Awesome.
That counts.
Well, thanks for coming, and would you like to stick around and do some news with us?
Yeah, sounds great.
Wait, anybody out there that wants to get ski
Oh,
updates?
yeah.
Is there anything that I don't know? Do you have a website or anything like that?
Uh,
Some shit for sale you can buy?
Do you sell stuff on eBay?
I don't.
No.
No, I don't. Pretty much.
For tomorrow's Outlook, I know you talked about that on their website.
Yeah.
Is it going to be pressed CDs? Is it digital only? Do you
No,
have
it's gonna be
iTunes
it's
and all
gonna be a digipack.
that? Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a digipack. It will be available worldwide.
Nice. Well, it's a worldwide compilation of musicians,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
right. A lot of the people I don't even know who they are. I mean, like the guitar players and stuff. I mean, they're phenomenal. Some of the musicians, and I'm just getting to know them, you know. And they have other bands and projects that they play in also. But
Awesome. It'd be nice to see this thing take off, and then you guys, hook up to do some shows.
that would be really cool.
festivals or
Yeah,
whatever.
that'd be
I would love to go to Norway.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But they're already talking about a second record, so we're already starting with that.
Awesome.
Nice.
They've already started the writing for that. And I'm going to be a little more involved with it. I think Mike is too. Mike Gorham's going to be a little more involved in it. I think they're trying to get Todd Latore from Crimson Glory.
Nice.
And there was another name that he dropped there. I can't remember what it was.
Glenn Danzig, I think that's who it was.
Glenn Danzig. Yeah, I mean, he's...
Yeah.
Same in that vein.
That's pretty much it.
Is there any other websites or anything to check out? Or anything?
The only thing that's up right now is the Faith Factor website.
Mhm.
FaithFactorBand.com. That's probably it. If the Metal Gods thing takes off, I'll probably put something together for that. And I'm always looking for new projects and new studio things to do, and
Hear that?
Post something on our page. We'll
Yeah, tell us. We'll get in touch.
Look it
We'll
up.
get in contact with this guy.
I have a pretty good connection with Europeans, and
Yeah.
they're always asking, "Yo, what are you doing next? What are you doing next?" So, if I was to put a band together and just go over and do Deadly Blessing and Altered State,
I think you'd be all
some
right.
new stuff.
Yeah.
I probably could pull that off because they seem to enjoy my work.
Excellent.
So, we'll see.
Well, thanks for coming to the show.
I appreciate it, man.
Stick around, do some
Yeah,
news
let's do
segments
some news.
for us.
And in the news,
You guys stay tuned and hit the subscribe button, or leave some comments or questions about ski stuff or Brian's haircut, whatever you'd like. But thanks for watching.
cool. Peace.